Worried about how frothy things are getting?
Not especially, no. I mean, if you look at it on a very simple valuation and earnings basis, it's not getting too toppy at all. Of course, the one unknown in that particular equation is the assumption that earnings will continue to rise. If you're hyper pessimistic, you could probably point to the fact that in certain pockets of the economy, both sides of the pond, some of the recent profits growth has been driven more by a cut in costs rather than income. But of course, as we're already seeing in these early stages of the Christmas season, both in terms of Cyber Monday today in the US and the UK, and a very good start Black Friday in the US, and even to some extent in the UK, we could yet have an end of year fillip.
2014, is it Europe or US?
Well, I think in terms of the US, we're in a slightly difficult situation. Obviously, we're going to have the debt ceiling negotiations rearing their ugly head again in January/February. Quite apart from that, what we don't need is another shutdown. And at some point, although it may be tomorrow's problem, we could have some inflationary concerns on the back of the fact that we've had so much loose money sloshing around the system, not to mention, of course, any tapering of QE. That being said, if the fundamentals carry on, there's no reason why the market shouldn't. Europe is certainly becoming more of an investment destination for those with a slightly higher attitude to risk, but on a potentially slightly safer side, it will probably have to be US or indeed the UK, notwithstanding the fact that we will have some sort of correction at some point.
How do we take advantage of David Cameron's trip to China?
Well, it's a kind of a two-way sword, that one. On the one hand, of course, it's very much a question of opening up free trade and kind of doing a PR visit for the UK. So that will probably indirectly help those companies with a presence in the UK, in China. And of course, the likes of Glaxo at the moment could do with any help that they could get. But by the same token, I should imagine he'll also be looking to effectively to court some kind of investment into UK projects, particularly perhaps infrastructure ones.
All right, any companies you want to name that we might be interested in on the back of that?
Well, as I say, you've got the obvious ones like Glaxo, and then looking across the FTSE 100, there's no shortage of companies who've got an interest in that sort of area, from the safe defensives, the likes of Unilever, for example, to the retailers, to the likes of Burberry.